The game of chess, which we all play as our most favorite game, started to become relevant in the 1900s. So, in this video, we will be taking a tour of the top 10 chess games of the 1900s. So, without any further delay, let's start the video. This game is a game between George Rotlewi and Akiba Rubinstein, the most famous chess player of the 1900s. This game was played between. This is our number one game, and this game was played on 1907. So in this game, Rotlewi took the white pieces and Rubinstein took the black. So Rotlewi started with 1d4, which was a popular line at that time. d5, a pretty standard response with the queen's pawn opening. Knight f3, transport, turning it into the Zucker variation. e6, which is a good solid move, which is used to develop the king side with the moving out of this bishop and knight so that the king can castle. e3, this is a slight suspect because the king has a free open file and the bishop is open and the queen does also have a minor open file. Open. c5 for the queen to develop around. c4, this type of creates, Rotlewi played this to create a Tarrasch position over here. A Tarrasch position is usually a position when two black pawns and two white pawns are placed in front of each other. Knight c6, creating pressure on the d4 pawn. Knight c3, creating pressure on the d5 pawn. Knight f6, putting support on the d5 pawn apart from the e6 pawn and the queen. D takes c5, which is a subtle mistake because for newer players, because the bishop can simply capture this, and that's bishop captures c5, the standard move I predicted. a3, I think so. Rotlewi could have just gone for, I think so. Knight c takes d5, but that would create some problems. So a3, with the idea of developing b4 and forcing the bishop to retreat away. a6, creating an empty space over here for the bishop to retreat. b4, as predicted, to attack the bishop, but the bishop escapes instead of to a7 to d6. That's quite an extraordinary move, which you can say. Bishop b2 to develop the queen side over here. Black castles on the king side. Now queen d2. It was, I think so, in this position the queen was better on d1 and you could just have developed the bishop. Queen e7. It is an ambitious move that offers a pawn sacrifice, which you could say clearly when there is a lot of activity on the square, like this. There is a lot of activity on the square. Bishop d3 to develop the king side for the castle, but this move gives a slight advantage to Akiba Rubinstein. In the next move, he captures on c4 with the d pawn, attacking this bishop, which is forced to capture this pawn, as he does. And then black responds with b5, attacking the bishop. The bishop retreats to d3. Rook d8, when allowing the bishop to move back or forward, back and forth, so that this file is open and the bishop is pinned by the rook. Queen e2, missing this pin. Bishop b7, This rook opens up. Castle. White castles on the king side, which is quite an ironic move. Knight e5. Um, this offers a knight exchange, allowing the bishop to open up, and the knight exchange takes place now. And f4, which is quite a mistake because you open up, expose the king, and this pawn is the only protector. Bishop retreats back to c7. e4. Now this file is completely open, hereby type of creating a checkmate pattern. Rook a c8 supporting this bishop, and when this bishop moves out, this knight is attacked, forcing it to move out or back. You can see e5 attacking the knight, which is quite ambitious but dubious, as it completely degrades the position. Bishop b6 check. King h1 is forced. Knight g4, which is a great move, allowing queen h4 and the mate on h2. Bishop e4. Rotlewi blocks this bishop so that there are no further mating traps on g2 here, so that the king can escape to g1. In the next move, queen h4 threatening queen h2 mate. g3. Now the file of the queen is open, so black cannot take here. But now the main deflection move, I think so, would be like bishop takes e4 check, but knight captures it, so there is no kind of deflection over here. So rook takes c3 move. That's the deflection move. If white captures this, then this. But now rook d2 actually wins. G takes h4, a queen sack, which you won't predict many times. Rook d2, like another rook sacrifice over here. White gladly accepts it. Black captures an e4 with its bishop, which is completely down. Queen g2. Now the great move comes in. Rook to h3, which creates a mating attack over here, in which white cannot do anything, thereby creating a mating pattern like this, which wins the queen, or like this, continuing till the end. So this was the brilliance by Rubinstein against Rotlewi. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe for more such videos. I'll see you in the next episode. This is Athar Mishra signing off. Goodbye.